Hello guys, welcome to our channel GK Vidya. Today's topic is Chapter 8 from your Class 6th NCERT book Our Past History. Chapter 8, Ashoka, the Emperor who gave up war. A very big kingdom is known as Empire. Ashoka's Maurya dynasty was founded by his grandfather Chandragupta Maurya about 2300 years ago. Chandragupta was supported by a wise man named Chanakya or Kautilya, whose ideas are mentioned in Arthashastra. The son of Chandragupta was Bindusara and the son of Bindusara was Ashoka. There were several cities in the empire. The Patliputra was its capital. Takshila was the gateway from the northwest. Ujjain lay on route from north to south, and merchant officials and craftspersons lived here only. Now, as you can see, Takshila is here. The directions are north, south, west, east. Now, Takshila slightly comes on the west and to the up. So we can call it as the route from northwest. Whereas while we go down from north, it would come south, and while going down we can see that Ujjain comes in the middle. So Ujjain comes in the route to north to south. Area around Patliputra was under direct control of the empire. So if the capital is Patliputra, so the emperor who was ruling the empire would also live on this, so he had the direct control on the area around Patliputra. Officials were appointed to collect taxes from farmers, herders, craftspersons and traders. Taxes are very important for the survival of any kingdom, as the king needs money to survive his kingdom, collect weapon systems, etc. Give salary to his soldiers, officials. So he appointed officials which collected taxes. Messengers went to and from, and spies kept a watch on the officials. Spies are the person who secretly watch anyone. Takshila and Ujjain sent as a provincial capital. Arthashastra tells us that northwest was important for blankets and South India for its gold and precious stones. The Arthashastra also tells us that northwest was important because we get blankets from there, and South India was important because it's gold, precious stones. Tribute was collected as and when it was possible from people who gave a variety of things more or less willingly. Megasthenes was an ambassador who was sent to the court of Chandragupta by the Greek ruler of West Asia named Seleucus Nicator. Ashoka was the first ruler who tried to take his message to people through inscriptions. As mentioned in chapter 1, inscriptions are written on hard surfaces such as stone or wood. So the Ashoka was the first ruler to write inscriptions, or who ordered to write inscriptions. Most of the inscriptions of Ashoka were written in Prakrit. As you know, Prakrit is the ordinary language which could be understandable to the local people, and as Prakrit was in Brahmi script. Kalinga is the ancient name of coastal Orissa. Ashoka fought a war to conquer Kalinga. He was so horrified when he saw the violence and bloodshed and decided not to fight anymore. A lakh of people were captured and a lakh were died. He decided to observe Dhamma, Prakrit word for Dharma. Rampurva Bull was part of the Mauryan pillar found in Rampura, Bihar, and now it is placed in Rashtrapati Bhavan. Rashtrapati Bhavan is a place where the President of India lives. Dhamma did not involve the worship of gods or performance of sacrifice. Officials called Dhamma Mahamata went from place to place teaching people about Dharma or Dhamma. He also sent officials to other lands such as Syria, Egypt, Greece, and Sri Lanka. Nehru quoted, "His edicts still speak to us in a language we can understand and we can still learn much from them." The Great Wall of China was built to protect the northern frontier of the empire from pastoral people. Means the famous under the seven wonders, the Great Wall of China was built to protect the northern frontier of the empire from the pastoral people. Thanks for watching our video. For more videos, subscribe our channel GK Vidya and don't forget to like, share and comment.